The way I think about it is, the mission of the mill I mean, keeping something funky in the traditional Iowa City going while progress can be held at bay. But the other thing is that I think it's a really good room for music, for especially certain kinds of music, and that's a resource for the community, both for the musicians and for audiences. And I'm kind of a preservationist, and it's about preserving the building and the feel, the business, the name, but also a really important venue. It's just like a great room to play music in. The way it sounds and feels on stage is really good, and so it makes the musicians comfortable, and so they tend to have a good performance and have a good time. And that always makes the crowd enjoy the show better. So it's just like it has the secret formula for making for good music. It's very intimate.
I'm Jay Knight. Always my pleasure to kind of coordinate and host things here at the mill. The mill is celebrating their 50th year. Completed 50 years, yeah. I started this open mic in 1981, so it's quite a few years we've been doing this. Came here for the first time in 1980. And this is the first song I did in 1980, right here. And I've done it a lot of times. It's the first song since. Well, I taught the weeping willow how to cry, cry, cry. Taught the clouds to cover up a clear blue sky. Tears cry for that woman gonna drown you, big river. I'm gonna sit right here till I die. Well, I met her coming for the writer's workshop for my wife, and I wasn't coming back to a job, so I said, how about if I just play music for a while by myself so I could make a little bit of money. And so that was 1980, and I came into town and I said, where do you play? Where can you play? I just asked around, and the first place to come up was the Mill Restaurant. The 70s were apparently very big for the Mill in Iowa City. Wherever I would go, I'd say I was from Iowa City, and people would often say, oh, you're from Iowa City, do you know the Mill Restaurant? I say, yeah. So there were a lot of people who were into the kind of music that I was doing, and they had been to Iowa City, and the Mill was where they had come, hung out, and had a lot of fun in the 70s apparently. And that was still going good in the 80s. So there was a history of music here.
I mean, you think about places that are just a rock club, they kind of come and go. So you really have to, in order to be a music venue that has a long lifespan, you have to do other things. Before the Sheraton was there and the Ted Mall, this was just downtown city block like anything else, and there weren't that many restaurants downtown. The Mill was like one of few restaurants downtown, and so it was pretty busy just as a restaurant.
It's a good sit-down kind of setting for friends, and also it's easy to stand. You have a gig where people are trying to stand and be up, and you can do that too. They make those adjustments. So, I mean, it's always been a good listening place. Not that people always listen, but it's possible. And for many years, we've been full, and we started getting the time filled up at 9, so we went to 8, and now we run 8 acts, from 8 to 12. Almost every week we have a full lineup. So it's been real good, and it's just a routine for me. I enjoy doing it, so I do my routine every week. Well, I taught the weeping willow how to cry, cry, cry. Taught the clouds to cover up a clear blue sky. Tears cry for that woman gonna drown you, big river. I'm gonna sit right here till I die. Well, I'm gonna sit right here till I die.